Oh my god, no! No! Not on the... She vomited right on the cheese! Welcome to New Sheoth.
Care to take a look around? This is not, I dare say, the Solitude Botanical Gardens. Butterflies, blood, a fox, a severed head, and the cheese! To die for.
Welcome to New Sheoth. Now you may be wondering, how is this going to work? Well, I will do most of the narrating, and Sheogorath here...
Now you can call me Anne-Marie!
will pipe in every once in a while.
But only if you're partial to being flayed alive and having an angry immortal skip rope with your entrails!
Hello to you too. At the end of this show, we will build a new building, and all of you guys get to select which one we'll build. More on that later. Let's stop blabbing and get on with the game, shall we? As I said before, we play as Sheogorath.
You've probably figured that out by now.
And we are tasked with starting and maintaining a kingdom. But first things first, a king needs a throne room. There we go. The first step to greatness is having confidence in one's abilities, which is why Sheogorath starts his day with positive affirmations.
I hope you're having a good time. Actually, I hope I'm having a good time. I could care less about you. Harumph! Well then, if you're going to be like that, perhaps it's best I take my leave. A good day to you, sir. I said good day!
As the tooltip says, staying focused does help make doing certain tasks easier. The focus meter is represented by this little green bar. As it goes up, your sim does better. Next on our list of tasks is speaking with our builder, Rafe. But before I ask Rafe what our next step is, I think Sheogorath is going to try to get to know him a little bit better.
I see you've been minding your own business. So, how's the mind business?
This section I kind of had to do all in one shot, and that was pretty difficult, and you can't save during the tutorial, so... they seem to be making friends already. Well, Rafe says the throne room's done, but we need some more resources to build new buildings. Next step is a trip to the forest. We've discovered some wildflowers. These are a part of our gathering quest. We need to gather these plants to,
The details aren't important. At least, not right now.
You, stop there! Stop picking flowers! You have work to do! Why won't you go?
I am a part of you, little mortal. I'm a shadow in your subconscious.
Time to skip rope with someone's entrails.
Now, my realm, my rules. You do realize who you're dealing with here, tiny, puny, expendable little mortal.
Batu!
Marvelous time!
Yes, a knight or spy can take care of bandits and make sure we have a more crime-free zone, but we'll have to wait to get a champion. Now it's time to collect wood from the forest. Now, the builder said we needed wood, some stone, and some supplies, though he didn't say which supplies we needed. And there was always adventure waiting to be found in the forest. The wood was collected, and the kingdom would soon prosper from it. The next step is collecting stone from the cave by a graveyard. I'm not sure if I support this decision. He's the king after all. Executioner wants to have a word with us.
Well, spit it out, mortal! I haven't got an eternity.
Now what he would like is a ceremony for the dead. So he would love it if we could build a church of some kind. So there's 2 buildings to think about. But now it's time to get some stone. Sheo collected stones while venturing deep into the endless network of tunnels. Eventually, he climbed down a sheer drop into a dark abyss. At the bottom, Sheo reached an underground lake. He stumbled over a small chest sitting in a puddle. What should Sheo do? Of course, we're going to open it and risk it. 'Cause why not? Why play it on the safe side? There is no safe side when you're dealing with Sheogorath. And it paid. You won't always get money, but most of the time it's worth the risk because
Bored!
next stop is the village for some supplies. And so our mad god friend sets off. And I am going to buy some cheese. You cannot be Sheogorath and not have cheese. A stocky man approached Sheo, then bowed. I have heard word of your arrival, and in your honor have prepared 2 gifts to help you as you build your kingdom. However, I shall only give you one of them. The gift you receive depends on your answer to this question. What virtue would you rather bring to New Sheoth? And of course, the answer is power.
Safety is for weaklings.
The man nodded. Very good, Your Highness. You are wise indeed. Then I present you with the gift of authority, the monarch's blade of strength. It is not the best sword, but let it symbolize your goals as you build New Sheoth into a great, bustling kingdom. And now we do have a better sword. But now, one citizen is in trouble. King! Help, please!
Tesh Kenslin? Bo Exitage.
There's a man in the town square. He pushed me into the mud and called me names. This can't happen in New Sheoth. We cannot have bullies here.
You're going one of my favorite spots in the Isles.
And the constable will arrive shortly. And right here you see the punishment area. It's quite lovely, isn't it? There's a pit for throwing, unwanteds.
And some are more unwanted than others.
Or if you're just
bored!
Or if the Shoggoth needs feeding. There's a little hut for the executioner / punisher. And of course, some stocks. We're gonna just throw an egg at our neighborhood bully, which coincidentally is kind of a worse punishment than we gave to the bandit. If it were up to me, the bandit would be Shoggoth food. Someone's got egg on his face. And it is good to be king. Next stop is the throne room, once again. Lord, thank you for responding to my plea for help. I'm gonna be your servant from now on. Thank you. And there are a few new consorts that we have in our court today. We can either romance a lovely bard or a wonderful traveling merchant. So we have to make a decision, but unfortunately for you guys, that decision is entirely mine. First things first. Our stomach is rumbling, and we need to have some seed porridge. And it gives us a very nice buff if we have seed porridge as opposed to plain old gruel. Any little bit of focus you have helps, as it adds to your overall quest fulfilledness. As you can see, there's a little bar over to your left. And right now, it's silver. But as we complete more and more tasks, and if we have a very good mood, that quest bar starts to fill up. And when it fills up, you get more resource points, and if you have more resource points, you can build more buildings. And you gain more experience and unlock new interactions. So, we are going to woo Trader Talia, the lovely lady. I'm going to give her a wildflower if she would have us. You can't just give anyone a flower, you've got to get to know them first. Otherwise they might think you're a bit of a nut.
I'm a mad god. The mad god, actually.
Our servant kind of looks like Hulk Hogan. Not sure how I feel about that. Anyway, we're gonna tell her a lot of jokes because we are kind of a funny guy. And now I can give her the flower. And she liked it, which is very good to hear. Apparently, she fancies us as well. Next up is speaking with our master builder. We're giving him the supplies. And he has to look them over. He can't just take them and know what's in them. So we're gonna have to wait. Next up on our list of things to do is our daily responsibilities. Each day we are given a couple of random responsibilities to do. Completing these tasks adds to our silver cup completion bar. Today, or sometime within these, the next, well, half a day, we will have to write a treaty of ongoing peace and hunt a boar in the forest. Now, if you don't complete them, you get a penalty, which isn't good. Now it's time to turn in and get some shut-eye so we have another gorgeous, wonderful day. Occasionally, you'll get dreams like this. Your dream started out with you in the tavern having a beverage. You called out for some music to liven the evening. Oddly enough, two famous bards appeared and started singing simultaneously. One, wordsmith Andy Island, sang a bawdy and comically ironic tale of crude lust. The other sang a tale of adventure, and we chose adventure. And thankfully, and it doesn't always turn out this way, we got a good buff. It's time to write our treaty of ongoing peace. And now, we will have some seed porridge. And as you can see, one of our tasks was completed, as evidenced by that golden shield with a check mark on it. We have 2 tasks a day, and an optional third one. I don't think you get a debuff if you don't do the optional third task, but every little bit helps. Now we have to go hunt a boar that's been terrorizing our people. And we were successful in taking down a bear, mostly because our mood was very high. Now, there's still a chance to fail, and there's our third optional task. Now we have to stick a parrot on this emissary from another guild, but we don't have a parrot. So we have to go to the village and buy one, which is kind of a pain, but what can you do?
Oh, I have a saying. I'm not going to feel what you have to like. Or something
I'm sure Gorth was pretty entertained by that. And we got some extra cash for completing that extra mission. Now what I wanted to do is I wanted to challenge this Roger dude to a duel to the death. But he was walking away, so I couldn't really do that. You can't bother a sim when they're going home. Which I say is
bored!
Next up, we've got to write a letter to an emissary. We have to write a letter of hire, because we need someone to help us out at the court and help us make decisions, an advisor. So we're going to send this letter off to the messenger, and the advisor will be here soon. In fact, it looks like she's already here. She is in our cheese chair. There's only one chair, and it belongs to Sheo's butt. Oh my god, no! No! Not on the... She vomited right on the cheese. Okay. This is war. This calls for some entrail rope skipping. After I eat my seed porridge, though. I am going to send her to the stocks. You can't vomit on my cheese and get away with it.
My realm, my rules!
Unfortunately, this decision crashed my game.
These things happened. Oh, the folly of youth.
Right now we're going to take a look at some of the options for what we can build. Not all of these are unlocked, but the first one we have is the barracks. The second one, there's a couple different cathedrals that you can build. You can build a monastery, which is kind of about harmony and simple living. Or there's the Jacobin Cathedral, which is about power. There are other options too. We don't have to build a cathedral. We could build a tavern, or we could have a marketplace and sell some goods there. We could make a blacksmith, or we could have a wizard's tower, or a clinic. If you guys would suggest what we could build next for the next part, I would be absolutely thrilled. So leave a suggestion down below, and I will see you in the next video.